I'm fully muted. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to League Wide Wednesday. So on Tuesday. What up, Color?
What's up, Miss Phins?
Still alive, man. Still kicking. Can't complain, It's a
Yeah,
blessing
I
to
had to
be
double
here.
check my calendar, and then I realized what we had talked about last week for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because you're the one that
Yeah.
reminded me. Thank you, by the way. I would have completely forgot. We do it every Tuesday, whatever it's this week, but if it wasn't for you, dude, I would have completely forgot. Be like, oh my god, we got it, but I have it, and so it happens. It's okay. But shout out to everybody, man. How you doing?
I'm
Give us a
doing all.
411, man.
Yeah, just had to deal with some issues last week,
No,
but
no,
all better now.
you're good in my eyes always, sir. You never have to worry about that. Sorry, I'm just trying to get one thing here complete.
Yeah, how about that? How about that week of football though? About the week of football was turned out about how I felt last Wednesday.
Wow. Tell me how you really feel. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all coming through.
And where is everybody the past couple of weeks? Like in general, the football world seems to be very uh, out of touch. I mean, and it has to do with the quality of the game league wide. I think. I mean, I just believe the quality is really down this year. Am I
Mm-hmm.
wrong?
No, you're good. I hear you. I hear you.
Seems like they need the whole league needs to step it up down the stretch.
Honestly, this league has been kind of crazy. So I don't even like some of the time I'm like, what is going on? Some of these games I'm like, what legitimately is going on? Like they really are upset. Like, could we call them upsets though? Could we? Because
It's starting
man,
to feel like football was in the '80s and '90s. Like it's
I
just
mean, I love it. I love it.
well,
You
in
know,
one respect, yeah, because that means anybody is kind of has a chance. But at the same time, it's like a lot of the guys are just treating it like a job right now throughout the whole league. It's like
mm,
nose to the grindstone. You know what I mean? And they just
yeah, I know what you
I
mean.
don't know. We'll see
So it
if it
doesn't
gets
feel like
better.
it.
It always seems to be like this every year, and then obviously the holidays come and go, or in between, and then you get Thanksgiving football coming up this week,
Yep,
and
yep.
then which we also have now because of Amazon. We have Black Friday football every year now
Which is
too. So you
crazy to
got that
even think,
game on
man. Like
Friday night. That's going to be fun.
that's
Uh,
awesome.
but I think once everybody gets through that hiccup, the quality of ball should ramp up.
Well, remember, there's also a lot of teams that are gonna be on a bye next week, week 14, that still haven't gone on a bye yet. So we got to look out for those. Then you also have a lot of teams that went on a bye this past week. So that kind of made it shift to what games to focus. But I do have to say, I'm not gonna lie, the quality of, I don't want to say quality, but the matchups I thought were pretty good. That's just me. Could be me. But I thought the matchups were pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I liked them. Like they were pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty intense. What's up, Danny? I see you. Villain. How you doing? For some reason it's putting everybody's like their what's that, the little at name versus their actual name they pick. It's weird, but whatever.
Yeah, I think YouTube's doing some kind of purge again or something.
I think that they're updating some stuff, they're purging some stuff, so they gotta like be in coding mode, if you will. So guys, check it out. You might be getting
Shout out to
purged.
Danny Gen Xer, fellow Gen Xer, Miss Fins. Are you a Gen Xer or did you you make it into millennial.
Who, me?
Yeah.
God, no, that'd be my parents or the Gen Xers, man. Yeah.
All right. Right. Well, yeah, I don't know. You just like a lot of things that Gen Xers like. You're right there on the cusp.
I think it's because I mean, I'm not gonna apologize. I got a
You're an
great
early
upbringing.
you're an early millennial, and they're a lot like Gen Xers. Early millennials are a lot like late Gen Xers.
No, I think it's just because my parents really I don't know where I
Well,
fell
it's the
into the
'90s. The
I
'90s
am a
bridged.
millennial, but
Well, I mean, the '90s bridged, a lot of people from both
yeah.
generations.
Yeah, I just think it's just my upbringing, man. I
Like
got shout out to my
I
parents.
still feel like I'm growing up. So, am I really
Yeah.
a Gen Xer? I mean, I'm into a lot of new stuff too.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. I thank my parents for having a lot of kids because, you know, they keep me young. So, but I'm also young, so it's kind of like a double whammy. So I love it. Oh, jeez. Anyways, but yeah, man. Last week's games were kind of crazy. Let me pull it up. Let me share my screen real quick so that
Yeah, it
way
looks
we
like
can.
the Rams are starting to really pull away from the rest of the league
Dude,
with Phins.
dude. Okay. Is it me or did the Rams literally come out of nowhere?
Well, they've been quietly doing that past couple of
Yeah,
years.
but
Matt Stafford had some injuries last year. I think the year before they had to have Baker come in and win for them a couple times. They were just getting all their pieces back. They had to
it
absorb the
wasn't
loss
like
of Aaron
this.
Donald. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but it wasn't like this. Like they are, like legitimately, they're doing their thing, and it's like, oh my god. So it's not even like they're for me, they're coming out of nowhere, but they're also being so dominant at the same
yep,
time. I don't know. It's just
and
nobody's talking about them.
they have
That's where I'm at.
increased their yards per point. They increased it from 5.5 to 6.2 after last week's action. And the next team is behind them is Indianapolis with a 4.1. So they're really starting to separate themselves from the rest of the pack.
Wow, that's really
At
good.
the other end of the spectrum, with a negative 7.1 yards per point margin, would be the New Orleans Saints, who happen to be the Dolphins' opponent this week.
Ooh, talk to me, man. Give me the
Well, it
news.
should be a game we can win. I mean, I don't want to talk about going on a run and all that, but isolating this game, it should be a game we can win. After
Agreed.
our recent, last game, we had a 9.7 yard per point margin. And the week before that, it was 16.7 against Buffalo. Um, so that's increased our year over, our season long average. And now we're sitting at about a negative 0.3. That's about middle of the pack. Just to give you an idea, Buffalo's at positive 0.3. So the average is right around. Obviously the zero is the mean or
Of
the
course.
median, but you have Dallas sitting right smack in the middle of the whole league at negative 0.1.
Dallas is so weird to me. It's like they want to play when they want to play, and then just be bums to good to like bad teams, and then actually semi show up when it's a good team. It's like decide your brain, decide your brain. Like what do you want? Because
Well, if I were to go strictly by yards per point margin, you're looking at a Rams Colts Super Bowl. And the championship weekend, if it were to end right now,
it'd be crazy.
and you were to base it solely on yards per point margin for each team between their offense and their defense,
Mm-hmm.
the championship weekend right now would be the Rams versus the Eagles in LA, and it
Oh,
would
I
be
mean,
Pittsburgh and it would be Pittsburgh going to Indianapolis to face the Colts, and that's your championship weekend as it stands right now.
And you
And
think Pittsburgh wouldn't would lose?
according to the color culator,
The color
that
curator,
is the
I'm gonna have
current
to have a talk.
championship weekend.
Yo,
Pittsburgh going to Indianapolis and
for real,
Philly
bro?
going to LA.
Oh my god, you literally have oh snap. I
Oh, I'm
gotta
gonna send you this XL. You got XL, right? Or do you use Google Sheets?
I use Google Sheets
I
because
think
I
I
mean
can.
this
I think I.
computer I
You
do,
know
my
what? I
other
think I
computer I
can
don't.
make. Yeah, but I think I can recreate. I think the formulas I use on this particular sheet work in Google Sheets too. So I can make it for Google Sheets. I think.
Cool.
I don't think there's any formulas in here that don't work for them.
Honestly, we all
It's
know they're
just a
all
different
copy
way.
paste. They're all
It's a
copy
different
paste.
way you import the live data in Google Sheets. You can do it right in the formula bar in Google Sheets. But I'll send you the workbook and you know what? I'll just show you what I did and you can create it real quick in Google Sheets because it's really easy.
Well, I'll tell you this. Either way, whether you
But
send it
mine
to me
live
later
updates,
or
so I've got all the
whatever.
new information. I haven't put the formula
Really?
in. Yeah, I haven't put the formula in for
Is that because you're
uh
using the Python thingy that you were talking about?
no, not yet, not yet. But
Okay.
you can actually same with Google Sheets. It's different how you do it in Excel, but you can actually use a web page and tell it like which table on the page you want it to update from, and it'll update the information as it changes on that page. For real. Matter of fact, I'm going to refresh,
That's
make sure
awesome,
all my
dude.
information is live, that it's still updating. And I tested it because, like I said, the Rams
Yeah.
last week were 5.5 with their yards per point margin. And, and, now they're showing 6.2. So it definitely updated.
Okay, okay, I see you. Well, we got the first game. I might need a minute for this game because, sir, I need to hear what you thought of this game last week. Thursday night football game. Bills at Texans facing the number one defense, sir. Ended up being 23-19 Texans victory. Tell me what you got on that game.
I mean, the Bills just can't get out of their own way right now for some reason. They don't have any wide receivers that are worth anything. And they're just one dimensional right now. And if you can get pressure on Allen, he's going to make mistakes. He has nobody to get the ball out to. And actually, he's actually not, he's in that category of lots of time to throw and receivers not making great catches. I ran that. I did run a Python program that shows me a XY axis of all the where every quarterback is, and it puts it in each quadrant. There's lots of time to throw, receivers not making great catches, lots of time to throw, receivers making great catches, and then vice versa. No time to throw, receivers making great catches, and no time to throw, receivers not making great catches. It's a pretty neat little graph. I'll send over to you after the show.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah,
I'm
I
trying
thought
to
it
figure
was
out how to clean up the graph because it puts all the names over top of each other and it gets kind of muddy where in the average area. You know what I mean? So I'm trying
yeah.
to clean it up to figure out how to show it without it, like,
The
being a
part
big
that kind of
deal.
gets me, if I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you, seeing the Bills play, it only um it only really, really, really solidifies my point in which the Dolphins really did expose the Bills. I mean,
Yeah,
I get Bills
absolutely.
fans telling me, nah, plays, this and that, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but
Well, when we
the
go out
Bills
there and
haven't played the
struggle
way
this
they
week,
played all
when we
season
go out there
long.
and struggle this week against the Saints, people are going to realize how bad the Bills were exposed.
Absolutely. I mean, we're still gonna win, but
Well,
I
you
don't
know
think
what I
it's gonna
mean,
be
though.
like
You know what I
yeah,
mean, though. When it's not like, I mean, you know, we're likely to have a closer game against the Saints than we did against the Bills, and that will
true,
show everything of
true.
what Ms. Phins is talking about right now.
Because if you think about it, at no point in any game this season did the Bills play this way, the way they played versus us at home. And when we went to their house, dude, we were playing toe to toe and everybody was healthy. I don't want to hear about all this person that. That was week what, 2? Let me double check. Week 3, everybody was healthy. And we were going toe to toe with Buffalo. And if it wasn't for that Sealer mistake that gave them that extra touchdown, they would have never, in my opinion, it would have been at most a kick. I mean, they could have still gotten it, but it wouldn't have been because of that, because that was a long third and out situation that ended up giving them first down with 15 yards. So had it not been for that penalty, we would have had them punting. We would have had the ball back on that drive. We were going down. And if it wasn't for Tua throwing that pick in the red zone, man, we had that game in the back. Literally, the Bills are an interception away from being swept by the Dolphins this season. That's how bad they've been playing. But they weren't playing like that week 3. At no point this season did they play as bad as they played versus the Dolphins in Miami. And take a look at it if you don't believe me. How did they lose after that? Take a look. Like, how did they look? Look versus the Texans. They look horrible. It was such a horrible game. Horrible game. And you can't even say, I always tell you, hey, you got to have the run game to complement Josh Allen.
Yeah, and
James
it's not
Cook
as if the
went for over
Texans are the
100.
model team right now either, but they are playing fantastic
Oh, they are.
defense.
Oh, absolutely. They're the ranked number 1 ranked defense right now. But guess what? Dude, James Cook went for over 115 yards and a touchdown. So James Cook did his job. Where was Superman Allen? Like, I heard other content creators, like Bill's content creators, talking about how, oh, they still need to have weapons, even if you're good and you can still make up for it. Yeah, but this man is an aging quarterback, no matter what you want to say. Yes, he's still going to need help, but that's the whole point why he got the contract he got. He was the league MVP last year. You can't tell me that he's not able to go ahead and make that up, because that's literally what league MVP means, being the most valuable player in your team. And he has had some really bad games. That's why they lost. But, anyways, I was happy about it. I'm not going to lie. It made my weekend. Okay, so next game. Let's get next game.
Now, I don't know if that's why they lost. That's certainly why they didn't win, though.
Yeah, I can take that. I can take that. Now, I picked for that week. I had picked. Let me see if I can find it. Da, 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 da. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Right here. So I had picked that week for the Bills to win. They lost, but I was okay with it. Then you got Steelers Bears. Man, the Steelers lost this game. They should have never lost to the Bears. Period. In my opinion, they should have
Yeah.
never lost to the Bears. Like, that game, absolutely disappointing. I understand Aaron Rodgers at the end got injured and whatever with that wrist injury. No, 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 that's the Mason Rudolph game. I thought Mason Rudolph played all right. He's a backup quarterback. But Steelers should have never lost that game, period. In my opinion. What you got?
Can you do me a favor real quick?
Yeah.
Can you look at the box score on that game real quick and tell me how many first downs the Steelers had? I'm going to take a guess and say 29.
Stop it, dude. but let's check it out. Let's check it out. Okay. You talking about first
Mm-hmm.
downs? So we need play by
Just
play.
total first downs.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Play by play. Oh no, we need the box score, which is right
Right.
there. What I'm talking
Right.
about. Sorry, dude. Okay.
Actually, team stats.
Seriously, color. What do you want, man? I'm just messing with you. Okay, team stats. 22 first downs. Let
Wow,
me.
you don't say.
Yo, that's crazy. Okay,
Still
let me
getting a
see.
point. Still getting a point or more per first down. I see.
Yeah, 1.1. What is it? 1.1? One. Oh, yeah,
For that game,
1.1.
but
Kind of.
so real quick, I have to pull up the site where it shows.
And Bears got 19. Dang. They got like a point and a half per, like a 0.25, maybe. I don't know. Oof.
Right now, Pittsburgh's
There it is, so
leading
you
the
can see it.
league. So right now, Pittsburgh's leading the league in yards per point on offense. It only takes them 11 yards to get a point. 11.7 to be exact. So basically, again, still, they virtually earn a point for every first down. So they actually overachieved in this game, and the Bears still won it. So shout out to the Bears.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying, maybe this Ben Johnson situation might actually be working out. Maybe he might actually be one of them QB whisperers. You know what I mean? Like they love to say.
If the average were to play out, right,
Yeah.
they should have about 21 points based on getting 22 first downs. At 11.7 yards per point. They should have about 22 points in this game. So they overachieved about a touchdown. Whereas the Bears, on the other hand, overachieved even more because the Bears are right around that middle area with us at negative 0.4 yards per point margin. But on their offense alone, yards per point, they're at 14.1. So they have to get a first down and a half for every point. And
Okay, I see what you mean.
they only got 19 first downs, which means they really overachieved. You see what I'm saying? They should only have about 15 points based on what their year-long
Did
yard.
they overachieve? Did the offense overachieve, or did the
Oh,
Steelers defense
well,
underachieve?
I don't have the defensive number with me right at the moment, but their margin, if you take their offensive yards per point and subtract it from their defensive yards per point, you will get their margin, right? And currently, the Steelers are fourth in the league with a 3.5 margin. And the Chicago Bears are 20th in the league with negative 0.4. So you want your spread between you want your margin to be larger. That means that your offense doesn't take a lot of yards to score a point, and your defense and a team has to put up a lot of yards against your defense to get up for every point they get. So you want that spread to be as large as possible on the positive side, and you don't want to be in the negative. 0 means that your defense and your offense are exactly contributing exactly the amount, like the same. And it's actually what the one of the baselines a lot of the
Yes,
books
a
use.
calculator.
Well, it's not just mine as far as a special formula goes. It's actually what most Dad Dean, good evening, good to see you. It's one of the formulas that a lot of the bookmakers use to set their very low baseline for spread. So now if you take, for instance, right now, if these two teams were to play again tomorrow, let's say, okay, and you take that negative point four, what's or negative point four, yeah, or point negative four, what is what's the difference? What's the spread between negative point four and 3.5, Miss Fins?
That would be, you said 3.5, so it'll be 3.1.
No, the spread between the two.
Oh, hold on.
That would be that'd be 3.9, negative 3.9, or negative, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah,
No,
negative
it'll be
3.9.
positive 3.9.
It would be 3.9, right?
Yeah.
So, and let's say they were playing in, uh, let's say they were playing in Chicago, right? They would, that would mean that they would then give Chicago, so the spread is 3.9. That means Chicago would be 3.9 underdogs, 4 point underdogs. Then they would do things like give Chicago home field points, you know what I mean? 2.5. So that put Chicago about a 2 point underdog. Maybe 2.5, maybe 1.5, depending on how much you think they should get for Soldier Field. You know what I mean? And then they do all kinds of other variables. They raise that up and down. But the point is, they usually set that very first baseline at the difference between the team's yards per point margin. And in this case, just based on that alone, on a neutral field, Chicago would have been 4 point underdogs if they played tomorrow. Chicago would still be underdogs on a neutral field to Pittsburgh. So, yes, Chicago overachieved. I'll get you that document after the show, Miss Finch. What happened to Miss Finch? Oh no. It's all me, guys. I think I'm still here. I don't even know. Tell me if you can hear me, Dad Dean. Can you hear me? Hello. Uh-oh. I think she got me in. I think she's back. She got me back in. So yeah, I'll continue then. While we're waiting on Miss Phins. Oh, actually, I can act.
Culler, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Welcome back.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can. Welcome back.
Have we cut to a yes as banana? Shout out to everybody.
We have not, in fact, cut to it.
Culler.
We have not, in fact, cut to it.
Thank you,
We have,
man. What happened?
we have, in fact, not, in fact, cut to it yet. In fact.
In fact, have not, in fact, cut to it. Okay, let's get to this. Oh, geez. Oh, man. No, but you
So
were
yeah,
making
as I
some
was
great
saying, I will
points.
get you that. I'll get you that spreadsheet after the show.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. I just, it happens. But let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. We
Yeah, the
got,
Bears definitely overachieved.
oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, it's good for them, young quarterback. You always want to give them that.
Yeah, it's better than underachieving. I don't know why everybody always
Yeah, serious.
faults overachieving.
Then you got Bengals, Patriots, bro. The Bengals almost beat the Patriots. I was like holding my breath, like, is this gonna really happen?
Well, that
Pretty
one's a
decent game.
no-brainer.
Yeah,
I knew they'd be all right.
of course, of course. Lions, Giants. Check out the line. Let's be honest. Lions should have lost that game.
Lions, Giants, and Bears.
Lions, Giants, and Bears. The start of a joke. I'm telling you, they should have. They should have absolutely, and I mean, absolutely should have lost that game. 1,000%. Like, absolutely should have lost that game. Then you got Vikings, Packers. What? I need your help, bro. And it can't be all JJ McCarthy. What's going on with the Vikings, dude?
It actually is, Miss Phins. Want me to show you why?
Yes, please.
I was just working on that before the show. What a coinkydink. So give me a moment because I gotta fire this thing back up. But
the calculator.
Well, this is a different kind of color calculator, and I'm not the one that made this color calculation. But I will still share it. Let's see. Let me get rid of that one. Wait, no, I don't want to delete it. Yeah, but wait a minute. Yeah, I'll just clear the contents. Okay, clear cell output.
Yeah.
We'll clear that cell output. Right. Definitely clear that one. We'll clear this cell output because that's old information from 2022. Then I'm going to go up here, Miss Phins, and I'm going to change that to 2025. Right? That's the first thing I'm going to do. Then I'm going to run this little cell here to make sure my stuff's still working.
You want to share your screen or no?
Yeah, we could probably. Yeah, we could probably do that. Yeah.
Okay, let me start sharing.
Let me go ahead and set it up. Share screen.
Yeah, give the people, what they want info.
This tab. Yeah, I can share it. Oh, I can share it in a tab. That's perfect.
Make sure you don't share the audio, please, because I don't need this to be like whatever,
No, there's no audio. What was I gonna say? Let me find you again. There you are.
I'm right here.
It doesn't really matter that the code is big enough. You don't have to like blow it up or nothing. But because the graph will be able to be seen really easy. But if you want to go ahead and share it, you can do that.
Okay. To stage.
Okay, so what this is doing is this is taking some information from a database library in Python that connects to NFL's next gen stats. Excuse me. And the code is written. I didn't write this code. Somebody else did. It's a sample. I did change the year just now to 2025, as you can see. But what it's doing is it's saying it's pulling passing information, okay, and time to throw information, right? And it's going to put it on a graph that will tell us, and I'll show you what the graph will do. But it's telling you how much a quarterback his completion percentage in relation to time to throw, as well as his receivers completion percentage and drop percentage.
All
And
right, cool.
when I show the graph,
Calculate, sir. Calculate.
when I run the program, you'll see on the graph what it actually kind of expresses. Give me a second. So we're gonna go back up here. We're gonna say run all cells. So first it runs the table, then it puts it in a data frame, and then it creates this graph. Can you see that?
Yes, yes, I can.
Okay, great.
It's
So you
like a
right,
cross, right?
right, right. So now
Grid.
you can see. Now you can see it says QB average time to throw versus completion percentage above and below expectation. Right. So he labeled it to tell you what the information is showing, right? So that the top left quadrant means limited time to throw, receivers making great catches, lots of time to throw, receivers making great catches, and then on the converse down in the bottom quadrants you have limited time to throw, receivers not making great catches, lots of time to throw, receivers not making great catches. Now I want you to pay attention. Now keep in mind the quarterbacks are going to fall in all kinds of different places in this graph. What you have to do is you have to compare where they're at and what this graph is saying that they're dealing with in relation to, let's say, their team's win-loss record right now. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So as you can see, Tua and Patrick Mahomes are in very similar places. They're in the quadrant that says limited time to throw, receivers not making great catches. Well, we know Waddle was mid, right? But the Chiefs are in contention. Our season's almost over. There you go. That's what you compare it against. Who's doing more for their team? That's just for example. But look at this one. Lots of time to throw and receivers not making great catches. And who do we find way down here by himself in a real low and right portion of this XY
Who is
axis?
that?
JJ McCarthy. So it's saying he has lots of time to throw, yet his receivers are not helping him at all. And since he's way down there in that drastic of the XY axis, that means it's really bad for him. And you know what I mean? Like it's drastic.
Oh my god, I didn't realize it was that bad. So it's really his receivers that are letting him down, not
Oh
him.
yeah. And his offensive line is doing fine. Or at least they're not getting pressure on him. You know what I mean? They're not limiting it. The defenses aren't limiting his time to throw.
Dude, I'm hearing people saying, "Oh, the Vikings might have to look into a quarterback for this off season."
No,
And I'm like, the kid has only
look
played
the Braves.
6 games.
Right.
6 games. Like,
Same
what
with
are we
look at
talking
Cam
about?
Ward. Look at Cam Ward. You know,
Where is he?
he's in lots of time to throw, receivers not making great catches in the kind of middle area of it.
Where's Tua? I need to ask.
Tua is right along
League
the zero
average.
line for I think up and down is time to throw, but he is in the side of limited time to throw, receivers not making great catches, but he's right along the zero line of, I guess I think that's the time to throw axis. So he has limited time to throw, and his receivers are mid.
So is it Tua or
And
is
he's
it
right.
the
Well, I
receiver?
don't know. Here's where you ask. It's a good question. Right along with him, along that same line, is Joe Flacco, Aaron Rodgers, and Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes' receivers are making less great catches than Tua's. So now you say, okay, what does that mean? Well, what's their record? And did they not just do what they did last week? Matt Stafford is in the area of limited time to throw and receivers making great catches. So the guys down in limited time to throw, receivers not making great catches that are with a team that's competing in the league right now, those are your real elite quarterbacks. Those are your quarterbacks that right now are carrying their team.
Give me the top three.
Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Flacco. Well, they're not really competing, so we'll leave Joe Flacco. So Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Trevor Lawrence.
And where does he fall under in that quadrant again?
Trevor Lawrence has medium time, like average time to throw, and his receivers are terrible.
So everybody that keeps saying that Trevor Lawrence is a bum really don't understand what's going on there.
Baker Mayfield is almost right at the center of the XY axis. So he's got medium time to throw, like average time to throw, and his receivers are average. So they will win and lose by Baker Mayfield.
Hey, Baker bakes. That's all I can say. Baker bakes. I love this graphic, by the way, man. Thank you so much
Yeah, no
for
problem.
sharing it because it kind of gives you a little story. It kind of makes it.
Now
It
there's
gives you
other
for better
guys,
argument.
right? Now there's other guys where you're not sure yet still, but they're in the lots of time to throw, receivers not making great catches. But with lots of time to throw, maybe it's still their fault because they're not throwing to better options. You know what I mean? Who knows? So it's
Or
still
their
a little
ball
bit of a
ball placement
question
could be bad.
in the bottom right hand. It's still a little bit of a question, but it's still also, hey, these guys are still doing their thing and their receivers ain't catching the ball. You know what I mean? And their offensive lines are giving them time to throw. You know what I mean? And in that category would be Justin Fields, Jackson Dart, Cameron Ward, and then of course drastically down there in the no man's land by himself, JJ McCarthy, who has lots of time to throw,
Dude,
lots of
JJ.
time to throw, and his receivers are trash.
Which is I don't get it when he has Justin Jefferson.
Well, they're not
I
making great catches.
golly, that makes no sense. They got Addison, they got Jefferson, they got several really good receivers over there with
Now,
the Vikings.
now here's the category: lots of time to throw, receivers making great catches. So these are the guys who have no excuse if they're not winning. It could be they could be winning because of them, and they could be not. But they're the ones, if you're winning, or if you're not winning, you have no excuse in this category. Sam Darnold, but they're winning. Drake May, but they're winning. Jalen Hurts, but they're winning. Brock Purdy, but they're winning. Jacoby Brissett, are they?
Hold up, because
Justin
Brissett just
Herbert,
got one game. Like you can't really
Justin
like. You know
Herbert,
what?
Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love. These are all guys that most of them are winning, but if they're not, they better be because they have no excuse if they're not. These are the guys that if their team loses, it's their quarterback's fault. Yes, that's what I just said. Those guys, including Lamar Jackson. Although Lamar Jackson is along the zero line for receivers making great catches, and he's really close to the zero line. He's close to the center, like with Baker Mayfield, and he's close to the center of lots of time to throw or limited time to throw. But we know he creates his own time to throw. So his lots of time to throw is because of him. So Lamar Jackson probably stands apart out of that crowd as if they lose, it's not necessarily his fault. But the other guys, if they went on a big losing streak, they would have no excuse because they've got lots of time to throw and their receivers are making great catches. Now there's the
Dude,
guys.
that's
Now there's the guys that have limited time to
that's
throw,
pretty
but
interesting. I'm
their
not gonna lie.
receivers are helping them out. That would be
That's
Daniel
pretty interesting.
Jones, CJ Stroud, Matthew Stafford, Spencer Rattler. I can't see who that is. See what I got to do, Miss Phins? I gotta go into the code and adjust it so it cleans up so these names don't overlap in the concentrated areas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Jared Goff. That's who that is. These are the guys that have limited time to throw, and their receivers are helping them out. I mean, we know Amon-Ra St. Brown is helping Goff. We know
Of course.
who does Stafford have right now?
Puka.
Puka and another guy.
I know who you're talking about. I forgot his name. But I
Um,
know who you're talking about.
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. I'm thinking Smith for a second.
You got
Yeah.
CJ Stroud. He's got Nico Collins and whoever else. Good tight end. So there you go. I mean, and that I want to credit the guy that wrote this. I can't remember his name though. But this is pulling out of a library that's pulling right off of NFL's Next Gen's Python library. And this is the graph that it's representing right here, Miss Phins. This is the table. And then all this code frames it in this chart. See how that works?
Yeah, I see how it works. Let me go
Now
ahead and
you can now you know why I'm excited about, like, I was telling you about how powerful what you could do with your show content and all that. You know what I mean? What you could
seriously.
create for yourself.
Hey, I got a couple questions for you. The guys that are asking, I feel like I'm back in computer science class. What's up, B McD? Welcome. How about the time it takes for said wide receivers to get to spot throw? What? What?
Well, again, now I'm not proficient yet. You know what I mean? I'm like still a little script kiddie, but yes, you can have that thing totally. You can do this in Excel. You don't even really need Python. You know what I mean? If you're gifted with Excel, you can do all this. It's just about being able to pull in the data. You know what I mean? For it to do it. But yeah, you can do it to where you can start looking at like separation numbers, all that stuff too. Absolutely. What I'm gonna mainly do it for is something I've been tracking a lot, and everybody kind of knows that with the whole tackling thing that I've been doing. Plus, remember the QB production rankings list that I made a couple years back. Now I can fully automate all that. I can tell it what categories I want,
Okay, that's
factor
cool.
out all the averages of the rankings, you know what I mean, and have it spit it out in a nice little graph for everybody, you know what I mean? So that's what I've been working on. That's why I'm kind of, you know, getting burning the candle at both ends, you know what I mean?
I get it. That Dean is asking. I do think Tua with less time to throw does better, correct? Especially with spot throwing and quick release. Yes. So it is actually verified, and this is for years now, that the longer Tua has in the pocket, it's literally worse for him. It's literally worse for him. He either misses the play, gets sacked, or turns it over, and in the fourth gets injured. Like every single concussion he's had has been 100% on Tua. Holding the ball too long, not throwing the ball away, not falling correctly. So when people say, oh, he just needs more time to throw, actually, he doesn't. Because when he does have more time to throw, he ends up being a worser quarterback.
Right.
So it's 2025 color. Everyone is a script kitty.
Oh, I know. I know.
Don't know what that means,
But the
but okay.
problem is somebody like there is nobody that is like written a code that I can just copy that wants the specific data that I'm looking to analyze and all that. So I have to eventually learn, like, get proficient with coming up with the formulas myself and understanding how the code is actually written. I'm already doing really well with the it's kind of a Java clone as far as the ThinkScript language for my financial platform from Schwab, and like I'm already getting to the point where I understand that it's just like really wonky backwards English, and now I can almost actually read it as if I'm like, like I could translate the parts to it and all that. So I'm getting to that point where now it's just a matter of I got to catch myself up with a little geometry and algebra, and that's where Excel's been helping me out, because that's kind of what Excel is really linear like that. It's pretty much like Excel is like using algebra to tell a computer to do something.
That's funny. I'm gonna let you handle that because I think that's it's a little much for me, man. I don't really like techie stuff like that. If I'm gonna be honest.
Well, as far as with the spreadsheet that I created for, matter of fact, since it's relevant and will get us back on track, I'm going to go ahead and share it with you if you don't mind. Oh wait, that's the wrong one.
You want to share the image again?
No, no, not that. See if this comes up. Did that come up for you?
Yeah, it came up for me. Do you want me to add it to the stage?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Before screening, remove other media. Okay, hold on.
There's no audio. It's just a spreadsheet.
There you
Right.
go.
So um, it doesn't. It's not really important, but with Excel, you have to use their little wizard to import data from the web. But with Google Sheets, you just go right into the formula and be like, import HTML, and tell it what table on the page you want. And so that the table I pulled this data off of is the yards per point margin from the website that I get the yards per point data from. And if I were to delete all this and refresh it, it will all come back. You know what I mean? So anyway, not only that, but what I can do here real quick so we can visualize it for the show is just select the whole table and hit analyze, and it'll give me some chart suggestions. Oh, actually, where was it? I didn't want to do the whole chart. Never mind. Hold on a second. Let me back out of that. I wanted to do this. So we're gonna select these two columns right here, and then I'm gonna hit analyze.
Just so you know, it's super tiny. So
I know. The chart won't be. So I selected those two columns and I hit analyze. It gives me a chart suggestion, but it happens to be the chart I want. So I'm going to insert the chart. Right, move it up here, and then I can blow it up for everybody. Can you see it now? Better? Okay. It doesn't matter. I just want you to see the chart. It doesn't matter what the names are. I can tell you what they
let
are.
me
I
make
can
it bigger.
blow it
Hold
up.
on.
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Hold on a second. I can do this.
No, I mean I put the image itself. I put the show bigger, like instead of like the tiny box from StreamYard. I just like open it up full view, full screen.
All right, so that's cool. I'll do it this way then. So anyway, so this is this is actually showing you formulating the information of the yards per point margin in a chart, right? And so at the bottom is the LA Rams. They have the largest yards per point margin, right? And at the top is the worst, the New Orleans Saints with the lowest yards per point margin at negative 7.1, right? And then all the teams in between. And you can see right here in the zero area, are all the mediocre, middling, purgatory teams. Cincinnati, Washington, Cincinnati, Chicago, Tampa, Miami, Minnesota, Dallas, Buffalo, Jacksonville. You know what I mean? Right smack in the middle is the Dallas Cowboys. And you can see where the Dolphins are at. But basically, when you look at this lower part right here, which is all the teams with the higher yards per point margin, right? As it slopes down, look at the teams that are in that list. Well, I'll leave Buffalo out. They're down at the middle. We'll start with San Francisco, Green Bay, Kansas City, Houston, Detroit, Denver, Baltimore, New England, Seattle, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, number 2, Indianapolis, number 1, LA Rams. Now, the reason I bring this up, Ms. Phins, is
You just named all the winning teams. Let's be honest.
I thought you would never ask what that meant. I was just about to ask what the common denominator is for all the teams
Every
in the
single one of
downslope
those
below
teams
zero,
are
or
top
above zero.
16 in the league right now.
And who are the teams that are on the higher part of that chart?
The top 3 teams in the league right now. You've got Patriots.
No. Who on my chart? Who were up at the top as the lowest yards per point
Oh,
margin?
like the worst.
Yeah.
Saints.
Everybody above zero though was who? All of the teams drafting below 15.
I mean, brain
including
noggin.
the Saints and of the world and the who else was it just above them was well, the Raiders. Pick your next worst team in the league. So we're not actually as bad off as people think we are. We're right there smack in the middle with all the crap.
But
With
isn't
all
that
the
just
with all the
typical
middle, with
Dolphins?
all the
We're
mediocre. You know what
always,
I mean?
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
always mediocre. Right? We're super mid, man. God, it's so frustrating. We are super mid.
Which means that we have the potential of losing to anybody on the higher end of that chart.
But
It also means we can beat anybody on the lower end of that chart.
thank you. And that's why all these Bills fans are super stunned. How did we lose to the Dolphins?
Right. And Miss Fins, why is it that I keep telling everybody the question is not whether we're going to go on a 7-6 game run. The question is, are we going to play the way we did against the Bills? Okay? Because our 1 game sample against the Bills right?
I mean, you could say no, no. You can't say Washington.
16.7, Miss Phins. 16.7 margin. So the best team in the league on that chart for the whole season is the Rams at 6.1, right? Our one game sample against the Bills was 16.7.
Oh my God, we almost tripled that. We almost tripled that.
So
That's
you
crazy.
understand what I mean? And even last week, again, the last game we played against that we struggled in to beat, who was it? The Commanders. We were at 9 point something that game. So we are trending up. I use that word loosely.
Seriously, well, lukewarm mediocrity Dolphins says
So
that.
again, it's not a matter of are we going to win 6 games. The question is, are we going to play the way we did against Buffalo? The other question answers itself.
Well, I think it's gonna be very, very interesting. But we got a lot of games, dude.
Oh, I know.
We
Let's burn
already
right
went an
through them.
hour, but this is why you come to League Wide Wednesday because you're gonna get a lot of knowledge. You're gonna get a lot of knowledge. You're gonna talk about, review games, past games from the past week. We're gonna give you our pick'ems coming up, our impact player segment. So you're gonna get a lot of knowledge when they come here. Hopefully, we can do this in 57 minutes or in 55 minutes. So let's see. Let's go speed round. You got Seahawks, Titans. I'm surprised it was this close, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's the only
Well,
thing that
Titans
surprised
had to
me.
start scoring at some point.
True. Chiefs, Colts. I'm so disappointed on the flipping Colts. Yo, they should have won this
Somebody
game.
forgot to tell the Colts how long the NFL football games are.
Oh God, I knew the second a sucker went to overtime. I knew the second they didn't score for three straight. I sound like I'm repeating a Dolphins game. But when they got stopped 3 straight drives, or I think 4 straight drives, and they didn't put up not even a kick, that's when I was like,
I knew
"You leaving?
the
You leave?"
second the game was announced in Arrowhead.
Okay, sure. Jets, Ravens. Let's be honest,
Yeah,
bro. The Jets
sluggish.
could have had this game. But then
Yeah.
the Ravens woke up in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Browns Raiders, shout out to Shador. First rookie in Browns history to win his first NFL start. Out of the last like 17 quarterbacks, he's the only one to win their first NFL start. So congrats to him. Raiders still suck. Jags, Cardinals, very happy the Jags won. Should have never gone to overtime, but whatever. They pulled it out. This one was surprising to everybody. And
Yeah,
again,
I guess the Eagles were talking to the same people that the Colts were this week about how long NFL football games are.
facts. And I right here, dude, I didn't feel comfortable when the Colts said we want to receive the ball. I'm like, hell no. You want to get the ball second because you never know what the other team is gonna do. You
That's
rather
the
just
problem.
see what you need.
See, I just agree with everybody.
I don't know. I mean, I get it. You could be aggressive. Boom, go down there, score your touchdown, keep it
Look, if
moving,
you
try
do
to
your
hold the game.
job, it don't matter what the other team does.
It's true, dude. But I don't know. I
And you
guess
put all the pressure on them.
true. Not wrong about that. Not wrong about that at all. I mean, it's Falcons Saints. Nobody's surprised about this. Bucks Rams, dude. I didn't even watch this game. I'm not even gonna lie. But what's up with Buddy? What's up with
Ego injury.
Buddy?
I call that an ego injury.
Oh no, stop it. He injured his shoulder, dude.
Yeah, bruised ego.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so let's go into this week.
They get
We
a
got
chance, Dad Dean. That's the point. They only get a chance. You've already put up the score. You're not relying on a chance. You already put your score up. I mean, I get what you're saying, but when you're saying, "Oh, I'm going to think about whether I should get the ball first or not," you're already psychologically defeated. And when you're in Arrowhead
Yeah, I get it.
and you're playing the Chiefs, you cannot show any weakness. I mean, I like the decision to take the ball in that given environment. You're putting all the pressure on them if you score.
I'll tell you this. I get
You're
both sides.
already going to get a chance to score on you. Why give them the chance first?
Yeah.
They're getting a chance one way or the other.
You're not wrong about
In
that.
other words, in other words, when somebody says, "Oh, but you're giving," they'll have a chance to come back and tie it or score or win it. Well, nothing's stopping that from happening, whether they take that chance first or last.
If it ain't
They didn't
first,
earn
you
anything they didn't earn anything, is what I'm saying, by having that chance second.
yeah, but I guess it's a psychology. I guess because it's a home game for Kansas City, maybe I would have decided differently.
No,
So
I
I
mean,
don't know,
I'm
but I
not
do
trying
get
to.
it. I do
You
get
don't
it.
have
It
to.
does give you
You
pressure
don't have
because
to
if you
excuse
know,
your opinion, Daddy. It's good opinion. I get why people think it. It's just, I mean, I'm just the other way around to me.
I get it. Okay, let's get her done. So we got Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen, aka Turkey Day, aka the in-laws days. A lot of you know what I'm talking about. So we got 3 games. First game up. Let me make this a little smaller so we can see everything. You've got 1 o'clock on Fox, ladies and gentlemen. Just in time for brunch. The 7 and 3 and 1. Oh, God, I hate ties. Are going into the
Versus the
Lions
Lions
Den. Over under 48 and a
in
half.
Detroit, huh?
In Detroit. Detroit favored by 2.5 points. Give me the roar, baby. I'm taking it.
I agree with Vegas. Give me Detroit to cover 2.5. I'll take Detroit 23-20.
Funny, last year you picked 30-20.
Oh yeah.
Well. Okay, for me, I've got jeez. For me, I got the Lions. I think it's gonna be a closer game, but I think it's gonna be like a 31-28. It's Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? They won that turkey. So
Oh yeah,
31-28
it's Thanksgiving.
Lions.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with that.
It's about time, and I think it's been a while. Even though the Lions have been good lately, they still haven't gotten their special fanfare on a Thanksgiving yet. I think it's coming
I
this year.
agree. It's about
The
time. It's
networks
about
are
time.
gonna, yeah, they're gonna do the whole bite out of the turkey leg thing on the field, all that nonsense.
Absolutely. Then you got Chiefs Cowboys. Chiefs need every single game. I got the Chiefs, even though they're going into Dallas. Dallas is feeling themselves after beating the Super Bowl champs. Ooh, I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna be a close game. Right now, Kansas City is favored by 3, so essentially they're saying it's gonna be an even game.
Mm-mm.
Flip a coin.
They
Over
gave
under.
Dallas 3.
Yeah, they gave Dallas 3, and
Right, which means it would be Kansas City -6 if it was if it was on a neutral field. It'd be Kansas City -9 if it was in Arrowhead.
okay, what he said. Over under 52 and a half. So they're thinking high 20s, like 28, 26, 28 something. I think Kansas City is not really putting up points like that. I'm still sticking to the 28, but I think 28, 24. Give me the Chiefs. Who you got?
um, well, we'll go. Hmm. Let me see real quick. Give me just
Well, while
one
he's checking it
second.
out, guys, this is a 4:30 game. It's the afternoon game on CBS and Paramount Plus. Total is 52 and a half over under. And like I said, Kansas City is favored by 3.
Hmm.
McD says Lions 16-13 win in overtime. Oh, that's gross. That Dean says 28-24 Lions. Okay. That Dean says Cowboys 33-30. Okay. Okay. B McD, what you got on the Cowboys Chiefs game?
So
Hit that like button, guys.
what is 49? Oh wait, I think I got my color killer. Hold on. 49 plus. Hang on. I'm going Chiefs. 28-17. I do not have I do have an under for that total. I'm fading the over. I'm fading the public. Ain't gonna do it.
Shout out to you, Ryan AP. Welcome. Okay, caller. Chiefs 28-17. Let's go. B McD says Chiefs 28-10. Interesting. Next game, Bengals Ravens divisional game, Thursday night game. Geez, this is a great Thursday night game. That's all I gotta say. Excellent Thursday night game. And on top of that, too, could Burr be back? Joe Burr, can he be back?
I don't know. Are they? Is
Talk to
that
me.
what
What
they're
you got on
talking
this
at
game,
3 and
man?
8? Are
What's
they
going on
really
this
gonna let
game?
him come back at 3 and 8?
No, I wouldn't. I mean, I would maybe towards the end get his legs underneath him, but there ain't no way I'm gonna risk another injury. But what you got on this game?
Ravens 49-3. You heard it correctly. And that means I am taking the under.
You hear me how I'm literally silently protesting your score, bro? Like that's ridiculous. Over under is Baltimore is 52 and a half. Baltimore is favored by 7, meaning they expect this to be at least 10-point win from the Ravens. This is an 8:20 game on NBC/Peacock. The 3 and 8 Bengals
On
go
Thursday?
into on Thursday.
That's because it's
Yeah, they got
are
3
they still
games.
gonna play one on Sunday night or no?
Yes.
So NBC's getting 2 this week. Football Night in America is getting 2.
Football Night in America. America.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the Chris Collinsworth crew. So you all know to mute it. I mean, you have to like
You're
how Lamar
hilarious.
Jackson eats his turkey legs, man. You know, he just drives me absolutely bonkers. You know, they
That's
asked
hilarious.
Lamar Jackson how he liked to eat his turkey legs,
That's
Mike, and
absolutely hilarious.
the fascinating thing is he was a wide receiver at one time who only wanted turkey breasts.
You nailed the accent,
Can't
dude.
stand Chris
So,
Collinsworth, man. Really can't, man.
Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth. Don't forget Mike Tirico. Shoot. I've got the Ravens winning this game, but I still think it's gonna be a mini shootout. I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
it high 20s because even if it's Joe Flacco's gonna put up points. Like I
one of
don't
them
see
shootouts
why
where
people keep
somebody
thinking
takes
that
a
Joe
shotgun
Flacco's
and
not
blows
gonna
the
put up
door off
points
the
at
hinges,
all.
Miss Vince.
Say that again.
I said it's going to be one of them shootouts where somebody takes a shotgun and blows the door off the hinges.
You think it's gonna be? Oh my god! Because that's why you have it at 49-3.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
insane, dude. Stop! Stop! That's nuts. Like that's crazy.
About time for the Ravens to stop toying with their food.
I mean, I got them going to the Super Bowl, but you're being a little much right now. That's a little much.
Make a statement in this division.
Okay, well, yeah, I got the
Pittsburgh
Ravens.
don't seem to want to.
Give me, oh God, 27, 24, 27, 23. Yeah, give me 27, 23 Ravens. What does that put me at? 40, exactly 50 points. So I guess I'm taking the under too. I went under than you. Holy smokes. I went 1 point under you. Love it.
Hmm.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got our prime time Black Friday game on Prime Video. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The 8-3 Bears are going to Philadelphia, who are also 8-3. Philly right now is favored by 7, meaning they expect them to win by at least 10 points. Over under in this puppy is it's 44.5. Culler, what you got? Tell me what you got.
Um. Wow. Bears are quietly 8-3, huh? Interesting. Where'd
Super
that come
car.
from?
They're like the Rams coming out of nowhere. You blink and bro, it's like the Jags. Jags are 6-4, 6-3, or something like that.
Well, remember that number we
Or
were talking
six.
about earlier, 3.9? Philly should be favored by 4. What is it saying? 7? Okay. So, yeah, they gave him 3 for home field advantage. That sounds about right. So, I'm going to go.
I'm not gonna lie, Color. I almost just picture you having one of them little tiny reading glasses going like this, trying to look at your screen and talk
Oh, that's
about it.
literally what I look like.
I need a camera, man. I can't be talking to a C or double C's. Come on, man. You promised me this
Let's see.
year.
Divided by
How
2.
many more years, dude? How many? God.
38 divided by 2 is 19 plus 7 equals. Philadelphia Eagles should score 26 points. I'll
While
give
you
them.
okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, go ahead. You got it?
Yeah, I'll give them 28.
28.
Yeah, and
28 to what, 10?
the Bears will have 20.
28 to 20. Okay, that's a good score. I'm gonna go 27 to 13. And I'm picking the Bears. Psych! I'm not dumb. I'm picking the Eagles. At home, after that embarrassing game that they had this past week that they lost to the Cowboys, I know they're pissed. So, yeah, give me the
I
Bears.
do think people should be getting.
The Eagles.
I think people should be getting some expected value on that plus 250 though for Chicago. That's not a bad spot right there.
BMAD says Philly 24-20. All right. And then now we got the Sunday night or the Sunday games, guys. By the way, we got games Thursday, we got games Friday, we got games Saturday, Sunday, and we also got game on Monday night. First game, 49ers, Browns, CBS, 1 o'clock. The 8-4 Niners to the 3-8, or visit the 3-8.
I ain't
Chiefs.
overthinking it. Give me the Niners.
I was trying to hype them up. You know, the what do you call them? The Browns. They got a little something something going on.
Mm-hmm.
The second start for Shadur, who has officially been named the starter, even though Dylan Gabriel cleared concussion protocol. BMAD says 38-3 Niners. Get that. Bro,
Shadur,
that
meet
color
Nick.
stuff. Also, big college football games on Saturday. Oh, there you go.
Shadur,
Big noon Saturday.
meet Nick.
Meet Nick.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? A new sandwich at McDonald's?
No, he's a 49ers linebacker.
Oh, all right, cool. Well, San Fran is favored by 4.5 points. The over under is 37.5 for this 1 o'clock game on CBS. So, what do we think? San Fran Golden 52-8. Okay, that Dean, that's crazy. What are you guys thinking? They're gonna get blown out, man. I do think Niners are gonna win, but the Browns are gonna put up at least 20 points, in my opinion. Give me 31-20 Browns. Okay. I don't know why y'all disrespecting the Browns like that. Shadur is gonna end up finding a way to get something happen. Okay.
I have the Niners winning. What is it? What was it? Hold on. $22-10.
Dude, that took you that day long. I'm like, we can't have that much dead air, bro. I was like, what's going on here? The suspense, man. You can't be doing it like that. Jeez. You're killing me, Smalls. Killing me. Okay, get started on the Jags Titans. Could the Titans win this game? And again, what was your score? 22 to what? 22-10?
Yeah, 22-10.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Lord Almighty. You're amazing.
Why?
It's a cool cat, so I gotta say.
Why? Tell him that it's
Oh, okay. I got the Jags. They're gonna win this game, but oh my God.
Miss Phins, are you there? Well, good for you. Talk about this game. Going to be closer than everybody thinks, but the Titans are still going to lose. Jaguars scoring 22. And I will give the Titans 20. Miss Phins, I will give the Titans 20 points.
Wow, that's actually wasn't so bad.
I don't have much else to say. It's the Jags and the Titans, Miss Phins.
That's true. Yeah, I think it's gonna be close too. So I got 21-17. Next game, caller, talk to me. What do you think about this game?
Mm. 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 Well, look at her. Look at that, Jim. Divisional matchup. Houston, Indianapolis. Oh, yes, great matchup. 4.1, 1.3. Mm. It's a 2.8 difference. And I would give the Colts 2 points, 4 points, 4.5. That's what they got. 4.5. Look at that. Me and Vegas are spot on, Miss Miss. Look at that. Wow. It means I'm not even touching this game to bet, but it does mean that 4.5 points is pretty solid. So, because of that, we are going to divide 40 by 2 because of that. And when you divide 40 by 2, you get what, Miss Vince?
11.
20.
I'm kidding. It's 20.
Right. And then when you add 4.5 points to 20, what do you get?
24 and a
24 and a
half.
half, right?
Mm-hmm. So it's 25.
No, it's 24. I'm shaving off that point. It's a division of game. 24-21. Colts do not cover, but they still win the game. I would take the Texans on the 4.5.
Okay. 1 o'clock game on CBS. Indy is favored by 4.5. Interesting.
We all know that's going to be a slobber knocker. Ain't going to be no 4.5.
I think this might actually be a low scoring game, actually.
The low scoring, high scoring, the differential is going to be close.
2017.
I don't think
Colts.
Indy's covering that 4.5.
2017 Colts is what I got. Because I still don't think that I think that defense is gonna do pretty decent versus the Colts.
And that's simply because, Miss Fins, and only because 40 divided by 2 is 20.
Interesting. Oh, we'll leave that game for later.
Not 11. If it was 11, it'd be a whole different ball game.
Yep. You got Fox 1 o'clock, Falcons at Jets.
The latest Who Cares Bowl.
You don't think Jets can win this game?
I don't think anybody cares. Like anybody in New York or the entire world. I don't even think the God of Abraham cares.
It's going to be a very interesting game.
They have
but
been
I actually think that they might actually put up some points, though. People think it's going to be close. Give it to me 20, 25, 23 Jets.
I'll go Falcons in a blowout. 30-10.
Really? I should pick the Falcons. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like Jets might actually make it happen. Falcons travel to freezing New York. Jets, yeah. I'm gonna stick to the Jets, but like I said, I think it's gonna be a close game. They eke it out. What was the score I said? I forgot already. Um, mm,
I mean, the Jets don't even want to win when the weather is clear. What makes them think they
mm,
want to win when it's cold just because they're already there?
it's true. Give me 16-13 Jets.
I think the Falcons' defense is going to feast. If you need a cheap punt on your defense in fantasy, go with the Falcons' defense this week.
Oh, that's right. Still need our impact players. So remember, start thinking about who your QB, running back,
Oh,
wide receiver,
there's
tight end,
my
and defense.
impact defense right there, the Falcons. I
Okay, gotcha.
know it sounds odd to pick such an obscure defense, but
I get it. Next game, Cardinals Bucks. Man, I don't even think this man's gonna play. Are the Bucks about to implode?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean the Cardinals.
I think
They're
he
not.
was the glue.
I don't
Baker's the
think.
glue.
I don't think that they're gonna have a stand chance, dude. Like this is pretty bad for them.
Jacoby gets the win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Jacobs can actually
I
get
think
this
we're right.
win. I don't even know who the backup for Buccaneers is.
No, that was an ego injury. Baker's probably going to play.
They did say his MRI was clear, no damage, nothing broken, blah blah blah. So
Oh,
he might
yeah,
be
that was
right.
an ego injury. I told you. Yeah, Buccaneers are going to win this game by 400. Um, I'll go 28-7.
28-7. Okay.
Like a small blowout.
Eh, I don't think it's gonna be like that. I think it'll be much closer, like a 23-17 kind of type game. Weird, but Bucks won it. Next game, Rams Panthers. Ooh, upset alert. Mm, mm. Look
Panthers
at the
thought they were something. No, if they lost the way they did to the Niners, the
look at what
Rams are even better than the Niners. this
look at
is
this money
over
line of
before it even
plus
started.
500. I don't even know
Oh
what that
yeah,
means, but
yeah,
that's
that's
insane.
crazy. That is
And
crazy.
then
I will
the
say,
Rams are
I
favored by
will
ten
say
and a half
that
points, though.
I will say the Rams. I mean, the Panthers like to control the ball with Dowdle. Maybe the Rams won't have as much time to put up as much points as they normally do as far as differential goes. So maybe the Panthers can cover that 10.5. But no, this is like might as well. I mean, of course we pour it on like that, and then the Panthers make it a close game, and fade the public. I would say take the
Let's be
Panthers
honest.
10.5 on that. Maybe add it
Let's
on a
be honest.
maybe
The
add it on a
Panthers can
teaser.
beat the Rams
Well, maybe
because
add it
of the
on a
way.
teaser. Maybe add it on a teaser and add a couple points. Take the Panthers to cover like 13.5 or something, or 13. Yeah. I don't know.
Sure, but Panthers can't beat anybody, bro. They're 6-6.
Sean McVay does like to maximize those, so maybe they'll give some guys a break and take it a little easy, possible dangerous trap, but still able to be throttled. So maybe you're looking at 30-20 Rams, 31-20. I mean, if they outperform the
Yeah.
the Niners, then you're talking big time blowout, 52-10. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Just the way you like them. I'm not taking, even though I should, me taking the Jets versus the Falcons, but that's a much closer matchup than
I'll say
Rams
31. I'll
Panthers.
say 31-20 with the sentiment of 52-10. How's that?
I'll put it here 52-10. I'll put it on the side just because. I got the Rams too. I think the Rams are kind of cruising there. But one thing that they realized a lot of the top teams, they got some major, there's some key injuries. Why would you risk it when you're already locked in to have a top three pick, a top three seed? You know what I mean? So I think
just
I'm with you.
just
They might not
because
want to go too ham.
yeah, and just because they don't have 162 games in football doesn't mean that the toll it takes on the athletes isn't the same. So,
True.
you're talking about in that regard, it's a long season and these professionals have to take their spots.
It's
So I
true.
would imagine the Rams are gonna. I mean, I don't want to say take their foot off the gas. That's not what they're. No. But when it comes to
Load management.
right, am I gonna keep? There's gonna be a lot of pitch counts going on with
Yeah,
players.
that's load management, aka basketball bull.
I mean, I think that's what happened with the Chiefs. Arguably, is that they're saying, hey, you know, keep the equipment on, but and then they're like, oh, good thing you kept the equipment on. Get in there, first team, and then they throttled back up and won the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that kind of makes
If
sense.
you're talking about the order of the way things happened in that Kansas City Colts game, the Chiefs played the game the way they do every single game. They just got the order of operations in reversed.
Mm.
And that's
Okay.
why when you listen to the network analysts later that night talk about that game, they were like, they didn't even hype it up as a comeback.
They really didn't. I did notice
Yeah,
that.
they
I'm not
were
gonna
like,
lie.
Chiefs do continue to do what they do, like as if that was normal what we saw. You know what I mean? So in their minds, the game was never in doubt.
Oh, it'll be the Chiefs, man.
I know.
Seriously. Okay, okay. I got Rams. Yeah, I think like 35-20. I think they'll
It'll
put
be
up
like
points.
it'll be like 20-17 Panthers at halftime, and everybody would be like, "Oh, watch out!" And end of the game, 31-20.
Yeah, three more touchdowns later. Rams are it'll be 47-17 or to 20. They only scored 3 points in the second half. So I get you on this one. Vikings, Seahawks. At this point, I'm gonna have to pick the Vikings defense as my impact defense, my second defense, because bro, if they're not out here putting points with the situation going on right there in that offense, it's looking real sad. Seattle favored by 5.5 points, man. That's crazy.
Seattle's cruising. I didn't realize they could cruise like that, but they are cruising.
Sam Darnold, Sammy D.
After losing last week, I thought they were not the cruising type, but they are. They're right back in the saddle. Right back in the Seattle.
Ah, I'll say
See
what you
what I
did
did
there.
there?
I see what you did there. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, okay, okay.
10 and
Well,
a half. Wow. I don't know about
I know
that.
that's insane. It's because it's McCarthy, man. They got zero faith in that kid.
Yeah, well, as long as his receivers start catching the ball, they'll win a game. I mean, you'd like to believe that Justin Jefferson will start catching the ball.
I don't know what's happening with that offense, but they're just not it.
Where are they at in their relation to their division? Are they done at 4-7, or are they like us, where if they battle through, they might have a shot?
They might be able to sneak seventh.
I would take Minnesota to cover that 10.5 then, but I still have them losing the game. I'll go Seahawks 24-21.
24-21. Seahawks.
It is going to be the home field advantage. I don't know if it'll
Yeah.
cause a blowout, but it'll definitely get them the dub.
It's gonna
It
be
really
real
depends
tough.
on if
You see,
Flores can
24-21 is
if
what you
if
said.
Flores can get his guys to start scoring, then it could go really bad really quick for the Seahawks with Sam Darnold. But that just hasn't materialized.
Hmm.
You
It's
know,
kind of crazy that they still haven't. I don't know why. It's just that offense is looking bad, but then the defense is looking worse. Like I'm just
well,
surprised.
again, Miss Vins, it doesn't matter whether you have the 2007 Ravens. It doesn't matter if your offense doesn't, get off. I just I have to impress. I cannot stress more anymore how important it is for your defense, uh, for your offense to score early and often, and to take at least capitalize on every opportunity. Because even if your opportunities are only 4 per game, that could be 28 points if
Mhm.
you're repaying your defense for getting off the field in some of the critical situations. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, we got to see if they actually do it. So
I
it'll
mean,
be
the
very
other thing
interesting.
is it closes the other two teams' playbooks slowly as the game goes along and as time expires and as your offense scores, their playbook starts to shrink very quickly. So when you talk about the defense lining up and saying, okay, I have to guess what the offense is going to do, the reason it always looks like they seem to know what the play is because there's only 2 left in the opponent's playbook they can run because their offense did its job.
That's interesting.
It's no different, Miss Fins. It's very simple in baseball. When you have a curveball pitcher, if you go out in the first inning and put up 2 or 3 runs, he doesn't have to wait. He can start pulling out all the gas. He can start pulling out all of his junk. You know what I mean? Because he knows, oh well, if I make a mistake and they hit a home run, it'll still be 3-1. And that ends up compounding because since the pressure's off, he starts throwing his pitches even nastier and nobody can hit them.
Mm.
See how that works?
Yeah.
It doesn't always work, you know, but even if it don't, what's the if your team's up 3-0 in a baseball game in the first inning and your pitcher goes out in the second and gives up a run, oh well. The only
It's
run
gonna
that
be
matters is
interesting.
run number 4, you know what I mean?
That is true, but it's gonna be very interesting to see. It really is gonna.
That's why they let players steal bases later in the game. It's like that's only going to be 3-2. Who cares about that run? We do that. We see the same thing in football. I got to go for it here because who cares about the 1 extra point? It ain't going to do nothing for me. The 2 will get me a tie game or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at least they got it. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing. I still think Seahawks are gonna definitely win this game. But man, oh man, it's gonna be tough to watch this game. I don't even know if I want to watch this game.
Buffalo. Who's
4:05
Buffalo
on
playing?
Fox on Sunday. I got the Seahawks winning. I don't know. I feel like Vikings are gonna put up like 13 points, man. Give me 27-13 Seahawks. I really do think that Vikings are gonna stress, but they are gonna be my defense. That defense is gonna have to really show out. Oh, this is America's game of the week, even though they're probably gonna talk about some other game.
Yeah, but there's a
They
very good reason why this is the game of the week right here.
absolutely so many
Both of these teams
implications.
are so identical, man, with the way way things have been going. It's like they both expect to be better than they've been, and their records are slowly getting chipped away. You know what I mean? Both of them got to get off the snide here. What do you got?
Dude, okay.
I already know who I'm going.
The fan in me wants the Steelers to win this game because I can't stand the Bills, right? Plus, my brother. So I want to definitely be able to what do you call it? I want to be able to give him a good game this weekend to watch, right? But man, I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be one of them games that it's gonna come down to the wire. Is Rodgers playing? I mean, I don't know actually. Maybe, maybe not. Buffalo's is favored 3.5 points over under 47.5. But TJ Watt, who just congratulations to him, he just passed his brother with 115 sacks. He passed his brother who had 114 and a half sacks. So congrats to him. I would say that Steelers defense, if they come out and play like how we played them, bro, Bills have no shot at winning this game. That's where I'm at. But I still think the Bills might win this game. What do you think?
The Buffalo Bills. This is in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. In Pittsburgh, 425.
I'd be fading. I'd be fading that 3.5, and I'd be fading. I would
I don't
definitely
know
be
what that
taking
means.
that money line. I would definitely be taking that plus 165 for the Steelers all day long, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
In order to win this game, the Steelers have to keep Josh Allen off the field. Would you agree with that?
Agreed.
They also have to score with most of their drives.
Agreed.
I've already
It's
told
a
you that
night game pretty much. Sun goes down at 5. That is true. It's pretty much a night game.
I've already pointed out that the Steelers are averaging a point roughly for every first down that they achieve. For every 11.7 yards, they get a point. So basically, every time the Steelers get a first down, they get a point.
They're about to get at
Which
least
that means,
24 points.
but that also means, Miss Phins, is that every time that the Steelers score a touchdown, they took at least 7 first downs to do it. If they're getting a point per first down, let me back that up. 6 points. 6 first downs. That would mean that they have to that their scoring drives contain 6 first downs. That means they move the chains 6 times every time they go on a touchdown drive on average. Now
Okay.
that may mean that they only get 3 first downs on one drive and 20 on another, but on average they get 6 to 7 first downs per touchdown drive. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will not only score points, but it'll keep Josh Allen off the field.
But it'll keep Josh Allen off the field.
I have it the other way around. I have the Steelers favored by 3.5, and cover it they will. Steelers are going to get a big one here, 31-17.
Dude, are you for real? Or?
Sudden, You can take the spread, you could take the total, you could take the money line, whatever you want to take. It's all green lighted now for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now I take every bit of that back if Mason Rudolph is playing.
Mason Rudolph might play.
Man, I had such a good take until I forgot that Mason Rudolph was probably playing.
It's still a good play. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Well, I think that will only change the score. Mason Rudolph's faced the Bills before. He ain't afraid of them.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it's not like he's played bad or anything like that.
yeah, yeah,
Like
he's
horrible.
yeah,
So
exactly. So take the score down a little bit then, but the Steelers still cover that 3.5, and they still win.
so give it to me.
34 to no, we'll go 27 to 24. No, 27 to 23. I meant to say.
And you're taking the Steelers.
What's up, Cap? Yeah, Steelers.
I'm gonna take the Steelers, and I'm taking that 27-24, bro.
So you got it other way around. You got the Steelers not covering, and I got the Steelers covering, basically.
Yep, whatever that means. What's
means
up, Cap for life?
that means you're
Hey,
saying
Cap, you're up for tomorrow night, right? Tomorrow at 6. I think Dean can do it at 6 too.
that means you're saying the Steelers will win by 3. Oh, wait a minute. We're both picking them to cover anyway, because they would be winning the game and covering. Yeah, never mind. I forgot it's Buffalo. You're okay, but as far as my number goes, I've got the Steelers 3.5 minus 3.5. So you would be saying that the Steelers would not cover that, and I'm saying they will. My 3.5, because I have the Steelers favored by 3.5.
Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Actually, I have them favored by 3.5 without even adding home field advantage. We'll take that away if it's Mason Rudolph. If it's Aaron Rodgers, they could win this game by 6.
I'll take it. Next game, Raiders Chargers. Oh God, could the freaking Raiders beat their divisional rival? Can they do us that favor?
No, they have no intention of winning another game.
They really are not. I hate that other teams can tank and we tank and we lose a first and a third. We can't even cheat right. Oh God. Unbelievable. Patriots steal 3 Super Bowls.
Chargers
Nobody
26
cares.
to 16.
26-16.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I got the Chargers too. I don't think they're not gonna need to put up points. I got Chargers 17. 24-17. Yeah. Broncos Commander. Oh God. And here it is, a Sunday night game on yeah, Commanders favored by 6.5 points. Easy. 35-10. I'm not even gonna try to say nothing else. You're taking the Commanders, right?
No.
I just kidding.
I'm taking the Denver Broncos.
Oh, another good game for Monday night. Okay.
I am taking the Denverius Broncos. 18, 25 to
Daniels is the
17.
longest shot to.
25 to 17.
Okay. Close game. Then we got the Monday night game on ESPN 8:15. New England's favored by 7.5 points. Over under 46.5. But I'm sorry, Jameis Winston is playing really good. So to just casually say, oh, they're gonna get blown out, I can't say that. Like, that's just me. I can't say that.
I can.
I think they'll put up points. I don't think they're gonna get blown out. I mean, I got the Patriots winning, but okay. What are we thinking?
Um,
Can you imagine if the Giants somehow find a way to win this game? That'd be crazy.
I'm going to go Patriots 28 to 19.
I'm gonna go Patriots 27-20. And then, of course, we got to go to the real game of the week in which I shall be there. Brethren and I are going. Oh, this is on Fox.
Oh, yeah.
This is on Fox. This isn't.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
what are you doing? What is the Fox one, though?
Boom. Boom.
This is their Super Bowl. Who's Super Bowl? Give me the G-Man. Oh, snap. You think Giants are going to win that game? Okay, I'll take it. Dolphins
Wow, we're actually
defense.
favored by 6. I wonder why. I'll tell you why.
Okay, well, you figure that out, your
I'll
mathematics.
tell you exactly why. I reckon
It's weird. We're on Fox because normally we're not on Fox, but because the Saints have an exclusive contract with Fox.
The Nolans Patriots. The Nolans Saints
My new ringtone.
have a negative 7.1 yards per point margin. The Dolphins are negative 0.3. What's that differential, Miss Phins?
Yeah, what was the first number?
That's 6 point something, but for suffice it to say, rounded up, that's 7. The spread should be 7.
So Dolphins winning by at least 10 points.
Well, they're not giving us our 3 for home or 2.5 for home advantage, basically.
45-35 Dolphins.
So I have us winning by
23-17 Dolphins.
I have us winning by 7, not 6. But that's just
23-17 Dolphins. What is that? 6-point spread. Boom. Exact. Give it to me.
42.5 minus 7 is 35.5 divided by 2 equals 17 and 17 and 3/4 plus every bit of that 7 equals the Dolphins scoring 25 points. And the Saints are scoring 18.
Make these Saints 15-10. Stop it. Stop it. We lose to the Saints, the season's over. Like, we literally can't lose one game. So pack it in at that point. And then I would have been so mad, because now I have nothing to root for going to New Jersey and going to Pittsburgh in a couple weeks. Like, it's horrible. But yeah, that's pretty much it. 23-17. You got, really, bro? You have to go up 1 point for the.
That's what it is. That's what the color collator says.
3 more points. It's all you did.
That's what the color collator says.
Get out of here. Leave. You
I
just
can't argue with the color culator.
okay. Call your Q later.
It says what it says.
Okay, who's your QB, ladies and gentlemen? Let's
Baker
talk.
Mayfield
Baker.
with a
Let's see if
broken
he's
shoulder
late.
and everything.
Baker. Okay. Running back,
Just
wide
because I
receiver,
like
tight
him.
end.
Rico Dowdle.
Ooh, Dowdle. That's a good one. Okay, well, damn. Let me take a look at these games, cause
Mo Alley Cox. No, I'm kidding. I don't want Mo Alley Cox.
I was, bro, I was about to put
Uh,
Mike Gesexy,
oh, good one. I'll
who
go
is
ahead and take
back.
his counterpart. For the 10th time this season, Color's taking Isaiah Likely. I don't even know if he still plays for the Ravens.
Yes, he does. Get sexy. Then we got
Wide receiver.
you got wide receiver. I still need a QB, running back, and wide receiver.
Mm,
Dude, I think I gotta pick somebody here. I think it's gonna my quarterback's gonna be
Chris
Indiana Jones.
Chris
Olave.
Olive Oil.
I knew you were gonna say Chris Olave.
That's what I said.
You are treacherous. Nah, I got Miami 23-13. Okay, B McD. You had me there for a
I was
second,
actually
dude.
hoping CCRR was listening when I picked Chris Olave.
Okay. Ooh, I think I can take
Phoenix?
you know what? Brees Hall.
Michael Penix.
Brees Hall. No. I'm gonna take Brees Hall.
Sorry,
If they
Miss
want
Gibson.
any shot of
Couldn't
beating
help it.
the Falcons, not
It's
that they're gonna
after
lose
10
one.
o'clock. I could get away with that one. Michael
Good because I
Penix.
didn't.
You know the
Yeah,
Sean Connery
yeah. I
accent
know.
of Michael Penix's name. Michael Penix.
Okay, you Scottish guy. You. Vikings wide receiver, bro.
They have a very
Give me
large quarterback.
Addison.
His name is Michael Penix.
Give me Addison, dude. Addison
Addison, all
needs to
right.
step up because I could say Justin Jefferson, but he's already should have already done that. Give me Addison,
Did I
man.
pick a
Addison,
running back already?
you
Rico
did. You picked
Dowdle.
Dowdle.
Can I change him out?
Yeah. Which
I'm
one?
gonna go with Green Bay's running back. Isn't that Josh Jacobs?
Yeah, Josh
Jingleheimer
Jacobs.
Schmidt.
Yep.
Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your League Wide Wednesdays on a Tuesday.
How did we get that done in just over 2 after all that babble in the beginning?
Honestly, we babbled a lot,
Ugh,
mostly you.
wow.
Thank God. You had to make up for the fact. Let me not say
I know. Plus, we got a lot of turkey to eat in a
nothing.
couple of
I
days.
gotta tease you, man. I gotta mess with you. But
I
man,
might literally die from eating so much turkey this.
please don't die.
If you don't hear from me on Sunday, check the dumpster. I might be out with the turkey.
Okay. But ladies and gentlemen, it is Thanksgiving week. It is military month, hence why I have my salute to service.
Military month.
Yeah, because 11/11 was Veterans Day.
Oh yeah.
So we celebrate salute to service. Right now they got
Oh, speaking
might
of
cost my cleats, but it's salute to service. So
new threads, man, Santa's been coming to the door the past couple of weeks. I got
yeah,
like 4 new pairs of flannel Dolphins pants. I got some
it's gonna go
Zoomies.
great with that beanie, dude. I just haven't.
Yeah,
I've been slammed at work, and I haven't had
that's
like
okay. That's okay.
daytime to be able to
That's
go to the
okay.
post office.
That's okay. I got some Zoomies with the 2000s era logo on it.
my favorite logo.
Brand new ones. Like they're
My
brand new.
favorite logo.
They're not like from somebody's garage sale. They're like brand new.
Which, by the way, real quick, I just want to be really, I want to be very honest with all Dolphin fans, and I want you to be here when I say this because I feel like they don't hear it that much. It's important. Thank you, thank you, Dolphins fans. You guys, man, you guys are supporting so much. You guys donate. You guys show up to the shows. I mean, it's been amazing. And I really appreciate it. And shout out, a special shout out to my co-host Culler, because this is season 4 of doing this. And just so you guys understand where I'm coming from, Culler receives nothing from me when it comes to the show. Not because I don't want to. It's just literally
You sure you're not the one that sent me that Sherpa robe?
no.
Oh, that was by the way, that was the crown jewel of my new collection that mom's been giving me. A Sherpa robe with
But
the Dolphins Sherpa robe.
that's pretty awesome, actually. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
it is tight. It is going to be beautiful for this winter.
Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna need to cover myself because I'm going to Pittsburgh and I'm going to New Jersey, so it's gonna be cold. Might be even snow, and I've never seen it. But guys, I need you to show Culler some love. $ CullerCom on his Cash App. CULLERCOMM. That's Mary Mary. Thank you very much. Because man, he gives us himself, and he doesn't have to do this. Like he's got TFTG, but he still shows up every week. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's something drastic, then and it's like, hey, I can't, no problem. But always here, and I'm just super grateful for you, Culler, like I am, and I just want to say
Well, I do
thanks
appreciate
everyone.
that.
Week, so thank you,
And I
thank
appreciate
you,
anybody that would support. That'd be great. Not required, but definitely appreciated as always, especially around the
Abs-
holidays.
absolutely. And I
help
got
me,
another gift,
help me help somebody else.
and this
Because
is the other
because I
thing
like
I
to pay it
have,
forward.
and he does, ladies and gentlemen. The Miami
Oh, you're
Dolphins
not
can
even going to
lit.
start. No,
I
please
had
tell me you're
to.
not even going to
The
do that.
Miami
No,
Dolphins could be
I'm
the
out.
7th seed and
I'm out. I
completely
cannot be
keep the Bills
associated with
out.
this material. This is borderline NC-17 rated material. I cannot be a part of this.
It's beautiful because I
Is
mean
that
we're
without
in
making
and
any
they're out,
adjustments? Is that without making any adjustments, or did you mess with something?
bro. I
That's
went.
as it stands right now.
No, not as it stands right
Oh,
now.
okay,
I
okay,
picked all the ones that I thought, based on what I thought would be the most
okay,
sense, right?
okay.
Um, but dude, if we go toe to toe with Buffalo, we both end up 10-7. We're the 6th seed. If they make it somehow, they will be the 7th seed. I've already done the math
Now
for
I
that.
tell you what, there would be some kind of sweet justice in holding and in the long run holding a tiebreaker over them. That would actually be pretty sweet. Just the
We
actual
do. We hold the tiebreaker.
right, and
That's
that's what
why.
I'm saying, Miss Fins. The specific that fact alone makes it more sweet. You know what I mean? Because of
Because
especially what happened where we're 2 games up on them and we lose to the Titans. Then we end up clinching the playoffs against Dallas, but losing our chance to get the division and all that. And it's like they're always holding a tiebreaker on us. And that we
and guess
lost that
what?
one year, we lost our chance to keep it on them. And it would just be ever sweet justice
And it would be even sweeter
if we
because
held a tiebreaker against them to get in. You know what I mean? That would just be
in
awesome.
bro, in both
Especially if it kept
scenarios,
them out, if they don't even get to go in.
that's even better. That right there for me, oh my god, that would be perfect because we'd keep them out.
At
I
that
mean,
point, even if we go one and done, what are they gonna say? They didn't make it in.
you didn't even make the playoffs. What you talking about? We ended up number 2 in the division. You bums went from 1 to 3. Like, that's exactly what I'm gonna be saying. But the other scenario that I had us going the 6th seed and them the 7th seed. And they will go up against, I believe, in the
Platitudes, I tell you, platitudes. These are all platitudes, ladies and gentlemen. This is ridiculous, Miss Phins.
I know, but I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody call YouTube. No, I'm kidding.
I'm a fan, and I just need to show you this because guess what? I personally, I mean, we can run one real quick,
I'm
but
bleeding friends as we speak.
but I mean, this is possible. It is 1000% possible. Likely, absolutely not. We're not supposed to make the playoffs, man. But if we somehow
You are
sneak
the
in,
only person on the entire Dolphins fan base that I would let get away with this. You know that, right? You're the only one who's allowed to do this right now.
just hey, you know what? I'm having fun because
Anybody else is getting it from me. Okay.
you
TD
kidding
better
me,
not be doing that. I hope TD hadn't already
dude.
showed this.
Dude, I totally had us going to the Super Bowl, bro. With the other one that I did, where we were the 6th seed and Buffalo was the 7th seed, Buffalo would be knocked out by the 2nd seed. We would go up against I think it was the Colts that I had it. And then in the first round and in the second round, I think it would be us and the Jags or something like that. We would right here. In this one, we would host, let's say, if we beat New England, obviously we're in La La Land right now. And Jacksonville beats the Ravens, right? But then let's say, I don't know, who you think, Kansas City or Indianapolis? I still think Kansas City is gonna win, right? Right? It would put us going to Denver, beat them. Then it would be Kansas City going to Jacksonville for the divisional round. Let's say by some miracle Jacksonville beats them. That means that Miami would be traveling to Jacksonville, Florida for the AFC Championship, and it would be the Battle of the Floridas. It would be the Battle of the Floridas, or Florida Battle. Battle for the state. And whoever wins goes to the Super Bowl. Oh my God. I
Can
know.
somebody call the
Hope you miss high tonight. I get it.
poison control department from some hospital in Broward County immediately? We may have
I
an
know.
incident.
I know. But I'll tell you this.
Clean up on aisle 4.
If this did end up happening, though, y'all better call me Nostradamus. And then I want to hear all of the apologies.
Well, I have to give you credit for something. The fact that we can still end up a 6th seed means that there is a lot of football left to be played. That's all that means, So I
1,000%.
I have to lay off of the sycophants a little bit who are talking about making a run and all that. I have to be fair to them because chances to get a 6th seed is much more than just being mathematically still in. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
We can't be too hard on ourselves either. You saw where we're at in yards per point margin, but the thing of it is we got a lot of good teams in that area too, who are all favored this week to win. So I don't know. Again,
we'll see.
I'm just going to go back to what I've been saying the whole time, Ms. Phins. The question is not whether all of what you did is going to happen. The question is, do we play the way we did against Buffalo? That's simply it.
And I wholeheartedly
the questions answer themselves, Miss Phins. Where we're going to be, what seed we're going to be, all that answers itself. If you answer the question of whether you think we're going to play the way we did against Buffalo, every game has to be thought of in the frame of that question.
Of that game, yeah.
Like when we go to face the Steelers, are we going to play the way we did against Buffalo? That's the question. Because your answer to whether we're winning or not is right there wrapped up in that same question.
Yeah, but that would be nuts, right? Obviously,
I mean, can we win if we don't play the way we did against Buffalo? Yeah, we just beat the Commanders not playing the way we did against Buffalo. So, yeah.
That is true.
Can we beat the New England Patriots? The
If
way
they
we
sit
played against
everybody,
the Commanders, absolutely no.
no. But I think that the Patriots would, if I'm them,
We get
Week
blown
18 is gonna
out.
be a
We get blown out, Miss Fins, if we
oh
play
a
the way we
thousand
did against
percent.
the
If they're
Commanders
still
against the
playing for
Patriots.
listen, if the Patriots are still playing for seeding, we're getting blown out 35-10. Easy, easy, easy 45-10. In Foxborough, absolutely. But I think the seeding, I think by week 16, and I'm not even trying to kid. And this is what I was trying to tell the fans earlier this morning and yesterday. Denver, Colts, and Patriots are the top three teams in the AFC. They will end up being 1, 2, and 3. How that matches up, like where they end up at the ultimately at the end, obviously that's yet to see. But they will be the top three seeds. The question is, and I personally think that by week 16, that's gonna be solidified. I do think that by week 16, it'll be latest week 17. So week 18 is not gonna matter for seeding. It's what I'm trying to say for the top three teams. Period. In my opinion, from what I saw, it's not gonna matter for seeding. So if it doesn't matter, if I'm Vrabel, I'm like, why am I gonna risk on a nothing game that's not gonna help me move up or down? You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna cost me anything. Let me give my guys a little bit of rest. Let me play them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe play the first quarter, maybe play the first half. But I'm not about to risk my players on a nothing game when I really have a shot at making the Super Bowl. I'm not trying to lose my players. You know what I mean? How many times, tell me the truth, Color, have we seen teams that were first round bye and one of their major players goes down in a nothing game? And then everybody's like, man, they should have set them down, blah, 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 blah. How many times do you see that?
Yeah, but on the same token, how many times we've seen a team come out in the playoffs that look like they, you know, that it's a preseason game.
It's true. That's true. I just think that they won't need week 18. Obviously, we will. And if it means we go in, which we're a much easier matchup to them than the Bills, and the Bills don't make it, oh, they're going to want to make sure the Bills don't make it. I wholeheartedly believe Patriots are going to want to make sure the
The
Bills
other
don't
thing,
make
Miss Fins, is people can't have to consider, and this may be why the league has this rule to
it. What?
try to keep the competition a little better towards the end of the year. It hasn't always worked, obviously, but
True.
um, the roster, they don't get to take a whole a 50, 53-man roster into the playoffs. Like the
Yeah.
roster they bring in is the same 46, I think, through the whole playoffs.
Yeah. You still have to have guys that sit out.
Right. So when you're talking about not only that, but when you're talking about those couple last slots are going to be filled by up and
Bench.
coming rookies, guys who showed some signs this year, who you're going to get rewarded by getting to be on the playoff squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
So you would like to believe that if they do rest a bunch of guys and play a bunch of second team and third team guys in the last game, that those guys would be hungry to be penciled into the playoff roster.
Yeah. I'm not saying that they're not going to play competitively. You know
Oh,
what
I'm
I'm
just
saying?
saying. I'm just saying you could
But
end
I
up
get what you
getting
mean.
these 65-yard runs from some no-name running back. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Facts.
that kind of thing.
Of
You
course.
know, you
But
have practicing going for it on fourth, and you have practicing the 2-point conversions, and you have the
yeah,
game just doesn't get
it's
played and called the way they normally do, and
yeah,
that
it's
can burn
definitely
a
preseason.
team that's desperate for a win.
Yeah, but I still think especially if they can keep out Buffalo, because Buffalo's been a pain in the booty, right? And Miami, they can easily handle us. Why would I not take the easiest path? Why
I
would
mean,
I
I
not take the
honestly think
easiest path?
again, if If we play the way we did against Buffalo, I'm not even concerned about playing the Patriots at full steam.
I agree. They can be exploited, especially the way that our defense was hawking the Bills. Dude, I mean,
I don't think there's a
we can
team
take
in
them.
the league. There's plenty that can beat us, but I don't think there's a team in the league that we cannot beat decisively as long as we're playing the way we did against the Bills. It's that simple.
Execute. We have to execute that type of game. Yeah, absolutely.
We are not much different a team, a roster than the one that put 70 on the Broncos. They are
Only
not
a
much
couple
different a
years ago.
roster than they were, other than their quarterback.
Only a couple years ago that happened. So I get
So,
it, color man. It's gonna be interesting, but I had to show that just because I'm like, hey, and again, this is not all these people trying to feed you lies. Hold up. I stipulate, guys, this is me having fun. You know what I'm saying? If
yeah,
things
all I
work
did
out,
was
what the
just say
best.
it's the same roster as it was that put 70 on Denver. That's a fact. That's not embellishing anything.
Yeah. Will this happen? I don't think it's gonna happen. A 3% chance this is gonna happen. But it's still fun to, imagine that, hey, if things do go our way, we can see this happening. This scenario can happen. Guys, do we forget that the we were up 3 games with 5 left on the division. The Bills were 6-6, guys, and we lost the division. You're trying to tell me that it ain't possible? Come on, bro.
If I
Like
remember
there's
correctly, that year, Miss Fins, the Bills at one point, at this point of the season, were like 5-6.
yeah,
If
yeah.
I remember correctly.
No, you're right. Well, they would have had to have had like not had. They would have had to. I think they would have been on a bye this week, like week 12, right?
Right,
You
but
know what
they
I'm
were
saying?
carrying a sub 500 record with 6 losses at one point.
Yeah, and then they went 6-6, and we lost the division in week 18. So that's why I'm like, I'm not putting it past like it can't happen. What's up, Bailey Rams in the building? Thank you so much for coming through, man. Yep, guys, hit that like button. One of our awesome, faithful members of the channel, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. But seriously, it's possible, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's fun. Why not think about it, right? But Color, give us your final thought, man. And guys, if you can do me a favor, you want to show some love, go show Color some love at $Color.com, CULLERCOMM over there. His Cash App. He would really appreciate it. I would appreciate it. I'd be grateful. Give us your Thanksgiving.
I was basically gonna say for my final thought is what I'm thankful for is everybody that comes and joins us every week and makes us feel like we're important. You know what I mean? And makes us feel like people care about what our opinions on the sport, and that's gratifying, and that's I'm thankful for that, and I appreciate that a lot. Um, that being said, I'm not going to say anything can happen for the Dolphins. What I will say is, if we play the way we did against Buffalo, anything can happen.
That is true. I
And
love
yeah,
it. I love it.
we could do the whole thing.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree 100%. And for me, ladies and gentlemen, Thanksgiving week, oh man, what a blessing. So no show for me tomorrow night, but you will have Fantasy Moneyball at 6 p.m. with Dean and Cap for life at 6 p.m. Come through, check that out. They'll be able to go ahead and do their show tomorrow night. We kind of flipped days. So that's gonna be fun. So go check that out. That I really would appreciate that from y'all. Yeah, come check that out. Fantasy Moneyball tomorrow night at 6. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As far as the rest of it is concerned, man, I'm just 100% thankful for all you guys. You guys are amazing. Um, It's fun, man. It's fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you guys make it fun for me to be able to continue to do this. And thank you for everybody. Special thank you to all the members, man. You guys stay strong. You guys continue to support every month. And I
Oh, that's
wouldn't be here
LA
without you
Rams.
guys.
I didn't because of the way the names are
Yeah, I
formatted.
know. It's LA Rams. Yeah, I know. It's
What's
just
up, LA Rams? You guys are just pulling away from everybody, man. I had to say that. I was hoping you'd come by tonight. You guys are just like you're man. Everybody's
what?
in your rear view now, man.
What you mean?
They're the best team in the league by far.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Dude, you got a phenomenal team, man. Phenomenal team. And hey, maybe
And
give
they're
it up
just
Cooper
pulling away
Cup.
every week. They're getting further away from the pack.
This might be one of the nastiest team in the league, and I don't even think they've hit their stride yet.
And they look like they're all nonchalant about it. You notice? I
That's
like
what I'm saying.
there was no energy on the sideline last night, none of that. And they're just slowly, quietly
Business.
just whooping booty, you know?
Business. Business as
Yep.
usual. I was
Yep.
like,
Looked like
okay,
Aaron Donald was having more of a good time than the rest of the team. You know, he's up in the box.
that's funny. But yeah. Anyways, guys, we love you. Take care. Come check us out. League Wide Wednesday every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Check out Miss Phins in the morning, 8 a.m. Start time 8 to 8:30. Sorry. It's been a season. Uh but definitely come check it out, guys. I love you. I will see you tomorrow morning. Holy smokes, it's already gonna be Wednesday. Ooh,
All right.
I love it.
Hour
Anyways,
and a
guys,
half.
take care, and we will see you next week on League Wide Wednesday. Take care and bye bye.